Hello, everyone, and a very good morning to all of you. Quickly confirm if my voice is clearly audible to each one of you. Great. Thank you for confirmation. And yes, today, as we all must have clear idea that we are gathered over here, and I would like to welcome each one of you for this today's webinar, which is purely based on communication skills. So we are going to talk about communication. We are going to talk about English in this today's webinar. Let me just quickly share my screen. Once it is visible, please confirm. So there are a few ground rules for this particular webinar that we are going to conduct today. Okay, everyone. So first, we need to be participative because participation is important. So whenever there is any poll, any question asked by me, you have to give your answers. Okay. Then there will be questions in your mind as well. You also may be curious about knowing a few more things. So you also can interact. There is a chat box option which is enabled for all of you. Post your questions there and be participative and try to make the most of this particular webinar for today. And I would also like to congratulate all of you to be a part of this webinar on the Sunday morning. And that shows your dedication, that shows your conviction to learning. So thank you so much for that and congratulations. So let's quickly begin with our webinar for today, which is purely based on communication skills. Before we can even start, quickly have a short insight of who we are exactly and what is TimesPro. Okay, so let me run you through a small journey to share what exactly we are. Okay, so our identity, basically, we are a award-winning initiative, education initiative of Times of India Group. And what is our goal? Our goal is to transform students with specialized industry-related skills. Then our gap is to here, our vision is to equip the Indian youth with a tailor-made industry educational courses and fill the gap between the system and what exactly the industry requires. Okay, so this is what is about us, and basically these are our achievements so far. We have trained more than 70,500 plus learners, 350 plus hiring partners we have onboarded with us. 95% placement commitments are fulfilled. And here we work with expert trainers accustomed by different customized courses that are prepared by industry expert, different various types of soft skills and different life skills trainings we provide. And we are basically a market leader in student placement and one of the trusted brand. Then what exactly makes us different is individual assistance, innovative pedagogy, and direct to device mode of training is something which we specialize in. These are the brands of Times Group. Basically, if you really want to know more about us. And why TimesPro? Why it is always preferred? Because TimesPro is the best employability award-winning organization. Okay, recognition we have received for addressing India's pressing issue, and the issue is of underemployment and underskilling through job-focused early career programs. Okay, so this is all about us. So quickly, let's move on to the main topic for which you are over here today. And the topic for today is communication, basically. Okay, so let's understand communication. And when mostly, if I say communication, there is a small, I would say, misunderstanding or misconception in everybody's mind. When I say communication, student will suddenly start thinking about spoken English, that how well you can speak English, how fluently you can speak. But communication is not just spoken English. It is something way beyond that. because you can also communicate in any other different language. You can communicate in Hindi, you can communicate in your mother tongue. So communication happens even without speaking something. Okay, so that is something which we need to understand and unlock the true meaning, true definition of communication. So basically, it is our ability that we use when giving, receiving different kinds of information. Some examples include communicating new ideas. Yes, we provide new ideas, we share feelings, we give new updates, and on the projects, if we are working somewhere. So communication skills involves, okay, it involves different part of listening, speaking, observing, and empathizing. Okay, this is the meaning of communication. Let's try to understand what are the different types of communication that we come across. Okay, it is not just about how fluently we speak English. It is not about how correctly, grammatically correct English we speak. It is also about different ways, different types of verbal communication, non-verbal communication, written communication, and also visual components are also there in communication part. So before we move ahead, quickly I would like to ask you all one question. Okay, everyone. So I would quickly launch question. Be ready for it. I hope the poll question is visible to all of you. So which of the following do you believe is important to get or sustain or grow in your job? What exactly helps you to sustain in the job or to grow in the job? Okay. I want more participation quickly. Everyone. Okay. So I would quickly like to show you the results here. So the question was, which of the following do you believe is important to get and sustain in or grow in a job? Okay, whenever you are looking for an employment. So here 94% of students are saying that strong communication and soft skills are important. Then 6% remaining other students are saying that good customer relation management skills. Okay, but yes, as we know, strong communication skills and soft skills are also an important aspect nowadays in modern times, because yes, everybody is going to have a degree, everybody is going to have technical skills, but what about soft skills and communication, which makes us stand out from the crowd and makes us a better professional? Okay, so we were talking about different types of communication, which is non-verbal communication, verbal communication, written, and visual components of communication. Let's try to decode it one by one. I'll just give you a short and brief insight of what exactly these are. Non-verbal communication do not use words. They are about your body language, the actions, and other things that we do other than words. Okay, our facial expression, eye contacts. So different types of things that we do in. Okay, everyone. So then verbal communication, in which we will specifically use words, the use of words, the choice of words, how we make sentences, how we speak to somebody. So that becomes the part of verbal communication. Written communication, as we all know, we write emails, we write essays, we write newsletter, we write stories. So different types of communication where, and in written communication, we need to be grammatically correct, we need to have punctuation skills, and we need to think and proofread when we do written communication. Then visual components of communication, you must have seen different hoardings, different banners, different advertisement that is done. Okay, different signboards you must have seen. Okay, signboard of stop, signboard of overspeeding, signboard of different types of uh, information. So that is something, a visual part of communication. You must have come across these types every other day. Okay, we come across good body language, we come across expressions, we come across words, we come across different types of text that we read, and visual components. All these different types of communication on regular basis, if you see, okay, we come across all these types of communication. Next, let's quickly decode them one by one. Verbal communication, what are the elements and what makes your verbal communication more effective? So your clarity, it has to be clear, it has to be short. Okay, nobody today is interested in listening to your long sentences, long answers. Okay, so as you can be as short, as crisp as possible. The tone of your voice and the pitch that you are talking in, it has, you have to adjust it as per the audience. And always say whatever you are saying, your words should be delivered with utmost level of confidence. That confidence will always develop the trust of audience in you. Especially, for example, if you are in an interview process, if you do your verbal communication with great confidence, the interviewer will be able to trust your answers, and he or she may consider your application, and your chances of selection will increase. Okay, so these are some of the important aspects about verbal communication. Okay, then next element that we need to understand here is active listening. So the role of listening, the role of observation is greatest in learning not just English, in learning not just any type of communication, but yes, you can learn any language. And I would say right from our childhood, right from the uh, right from we learn to even speak. First, the first active action that we did was observing, observing our parents, observing our friends, observing uh, people around us, our family, neighbors, everybody. So, in our environment, the language which was most prominently spoken, which had great influence on us, our pronunciation, our dialect, everything. Okay. In India, especially, we see multiple languages, and multiple languages also has their different dialects. So where it comes from? It comes from listening skills. Something that you listen, that registers in your mind, and that you learn. That creates an impression on your mind, and you learn that particular thing. That's why active listening plays an important role in learning communication, in learning any particular language, not just English, but any other language you can learn with active listening skill. So, what do you exactly mean by active listening? So, when you detach your entire attention from the outside world and focus 100% on what exactly is being discussed in that particular session, webinar, conversation, anywhere, okay, that is something we call as active listening. Right now, if students, there must be some of them, they might be thinking about something else. They must have some other thoughts in their mind, which makes them not focus on this particular webinar. So if you are thinking about something else, please bring back your attention 100% on this webinar, because this webinar is going to be truly greatly a fine learning experience for all of you. Okay, so active listening means paying close attention to a person who is speaking and trying to understand them as much as possible. So next element here is non-verbal communication, which purely includes your body language. Sometimes whenever you know someone, or maybe even if you don't know anybody, you meet a stranger, with their body language, we can kind of gauge what exactly is going on in their mind. If somebody is sad, if somebody is happy, somebody is excited, somebody is elated, somebody is full of joy, somebody is having some pain, anything, all the emotions, all the expressions, each and every gesture, action, eye contact, facial expression, everything that includes and becomes the part of non-verbal communication. We do not need. So there is a saying, okay, about communication, that we as humans are always communicating. Okay, we are always communicating even if we are not saying anything. Okay, everyone. So this is something that we can understand as non-verbal communication, where to express ourselves, we do not have to use words. That is something sort of non-verbal communication. So when we are having that non-verbal communication, always respect everybody's personal space and do not make anyone uncomfortable with your body language. So that's why I would strongly recommend to practice positive body language, to maintain positive distance, and personal space should not be invaded. This is something which we understand about non-verbal communication. Okay, everyone. So this is non-verbal communication. Let's quickly move on to the next part. Okay. So the another type of communication which makes great, which is important to a great deal, that is written communication skills. Okay. So whenever we write something, maybe in English, in any other language, okay. So we need to give complete clarity that whatever you have written, you people, the reader should be able to understand. Clarity and brevity. Keep it as short as possible. Okay. Even if whenever you learn email etiquettes, when you like to learn how to write emails, okay, at that time as well, the very first rule about writing an email is making it as short and crisp and summarized as possible. Okay. So yes, but when we are writing, because people are going to read it, okay, and they are going to judge our skills, they're going to judge our intelligence on the basis of that. So grammatical errors should not be there, spelling mistakes should not be there. And it is a good thing that when we write something, we get a chance to proofread it. We have a time to make, check our errors. If there are any mistakes, you can quickly rectify before sending it to anybody. Okay. So yeah, before grammar and spelling, we need to check to maintain professionalism. Okay. Next is proper formatting, proper use of words, proper use of punctuation. Okay. Proper use of structure. These are some important aspects whenever we say we talk about written communication. Okay. The structure is also important because, as you know, a story goes from the beginning, then the story progresses, and there are sequence of events, and in the end there should be a proper conclusion. Only then your writing skills will make sense to people, if they understand the structure one by one. So the structure also has to be properly formatted. Okay, everyone. So this is something which we need to understand about written communication. Short and crisp, error free, and also good structure. Okay. So now let's try to understand a few important elements of oral communication. Okay. Important elements of oral communication. Before that, I would quickly ask you one more question. So just a sec. What is primary goal for improving? Just a second. I'll quickly launch the poll. Yeah. So here, the question that we need to ask all of you is, what is your primary goal for improving your English communication skills? Okay. So I would want all the participants to take part in this, and I want responses from everyone. The options are also given over there: professional advancements, academic success, social interaction, personal satisfaction. Okay, I would quickly like to present the results with, yeah. So the question was, what is your primary goal for improving your English communication skills? Okay. And 19% of students said that professional advancement is their goal. Then some of them said academic success. Okay. 6% people. 63% people, they said that they want to have better social interactions. That is good. That is quite surprising. Very good. And 13% of people said personal satisfaction. Okay, very good. So I understood the importance and what exactly is in the mind of people today. So let's quickly check the important elements of communication, oral communication, to be more specific. First, whenever you are having oral communication with someone, that means you are speaking, you are exchanging ideas, you are exchanging thoughts, you are exchanging feelings, you're exchanging emotions. There are so many different types of exchange messages that you can provide, that you can share with others. Correct? So, first important element is your tone has to be very respectful. Your tone has to be appropriate with the situation of that particular conversation. Okay. So, like for example, if you are warning someone, you will have that particular strict and stern tone when you warn someone. If you are having a joyful conversation with others, at that time, your tone has to be something different. It has to be happy, it has to be excited, elated. Okay. Then other important part is your voice. So, especially when you are working as a professional, having clear voice which is audible by everybody is an important aspect. Then third element about oral communication. Yes, Himanshu, oral communication, it's not like, yeah, both are same actually. Oral and verbal communication, you can say, but in verbal communication, the words can be used as in written form as well. Oral communication is purely speaking when you are speaking. Okay. And verbal communication has two types. First is oral, second one is written, where the words are being used. But oral communication is pure speaking. Okay. It has nothing to do with writing skills. That is the difference. Okay. I hope you understood, Himanshu. Let's quickly move on. And yes, third element is speed. About the speed and rate of speech. Okay. So there are people you must have seen, you must have come across such people. They speak very fast. Even they do not understand what they just said. So always there is a trick to maintain a proper pitch or proper speed of your communication. How you can do it? So whenever you hear your own word, only then you can utter your next word. Okay. This is the speed that we need to mention. We need to maintain whenever we are having a conversation with anyone. Then choice of words. Yes. What kind of words that you are using? Okay, while you are communicating with someone. So today I would also like to share a very funny kind of a clip with all of you, that you will understand how choice of words, how sentence construction, and all these different things matter a lot. Okay, so let's quickly move on. Yeah, so let's understand the importance of spoken English. Okay. And before we can actually progress towards this particular spoken English part, I would quickly like to run you through a particular small clip. Okay. Just a second. Give me a moment, please. Okay. So, can you see this particular clip? I have not yet played it, but I hope you are able to see, everyone. Please confirm, then I will start playing it. Okay. So, why verbal communication and speaking right is important? We are going to understand this aspect with the help of this video. Okay. So, if I'm playing the video now, I want all of you to observe it. It's kind of a funny video which will explain you the importance of how you need to improve your spoken English skills and why it is important. Let's see.
में वो चल रही है आजकल स्केटिंग वगैरह जो है पता है तेरे को वहां पर और एक से एक
हेलो You long hair and lanky fellow. Stand where you're sitting. Teacher enter, no notice. Full insulting. You mother father's manners. This.
सर वो बात ऐसी है
Speak in English. This English coaching, not a local language.
एक्चुअली टॉक वाज दैट सर जी की
Full stop.
सॉरी सर
Sorry, ka baby. You together thinking? English speaking like a rice plate eating? No, never. Not. English speaking not a children play. English speaking like a undertaker play. Taj Mahal create.
ताजमहल क्रिएट
Yes. Again time. Careful. Again time this behavior. So touch to my fingerprint. You chick. So big chick. You chick. Red chick. Understand?
यस सर
The postman, the busy man, the collector letter from the fever. Student chat bhandar. Shut up.
Okay, everyone. So it was quite a funny sort of a video that I wanted to present in front of all of you. And as the facilitator and as a speaker, I hope you must have understood that why it is important to actually practice spoken skills and why spoken English is an important aspect in everybody's life. Let's quickly move on. Why English? Okay. So you must be like some of them, they must be having some doubts in their mind about why we give so much of prominence, so much of significance is given to English. It is just a foreign language. No, it is not just a foreign language. It has a lot to do with your advancement in career. It has a lot to do with so many different aspects of your life, okay, which can actually provide you an overall personal growth, overall personality, if you can actually have that particular type of dominance on this language. Okay, everyone. So let's quickly check. These are some of the facts about English that we all are kind of aware about. Okay, let's see, over 1.5 billion speakers worldwide it has. Accessing education and job opportunities is an important aspect. Like, you must have seen people saying that, okay, I have good knowledge, but I mostly get rejected in interviews. In job interviews, they do not clear me, they do not select me. Why? Because my communication is not good. Maybe there are other whenever they speak in different languages, they are very confident, but their confidence gets affected when they start speaking English. So yes, selection also depends a lot about on spoken English. Then important for business, important to understand technology, because yes, whenever we use different types of softwares, we use different types of platforms, we use entertainment English. Whenever travel, we have to use English because to avoid the language barriers. Correct. So connecting with people worldwide, you may also get an opportunity for a multinational company. So there you will definitely need English. Correct. So these are some of the important aspects, and that's why English is the, I would not say most important, but a very important aspect of everybody's life. Okay, so before we can move ahead, I would quickly like to ask you one more question. And I want everyone, all those who are present in the session, you can answer this particular question. Okay, everyone. So here the question is, which aspect of English communication do you find most challenging? Okay, because when it comes to English communication, there are different types of practices that we do. We listen English and try to understand. We speak English, we read, and we write. So reading and writing is mostly like kind of get trained on it whenever you are in the school. In your academics, reading and writing English is something that you do almost on regular basis. Okay. But how much you practice? Okay. So that also is also okay. Let's see. Yes, more participation quickly. Other students. Okay. So I would like to quickly end the poll and show you the results. Here, around 79% of people, they are saying that they have challenge in speaking. Spoken English is their challenge. Okay. And 21 people are 21% students are saying that they have challenges in listening and understanding. Okay, fine. So thanks for giving that information. It's a valuable piece of information for all of us to understand our audience better. So let's quickly move on to the other part. So we just try to understand why English is an important aspect in our life. Okay, so English, the importance of English in education. You must have seen all the curriculum, most of that curriculum, most of your syllabus and different subjects, obviously, those are in English. It is an integral part of global education. If you are looking for some opportunities abroad, okay, you first aspect that you think about is how I will communicate, how I will speak, because that is a basic requirement of any professional is to communicate and to present themselves, to express themselves. Okay. So having good knowledge of English will open doors for you for various academic and career related opportunities. Okay. So that's why English is an important aspect for education. English at your workplace. So there are different team meetings that you will attend. You will have customer support interaction. You will have interaction with your stakeholders, with your seniors, with your managers, with your senior managers, with your team members. There are different types of interactions that you do at your workplace, in your office. Okay. And you also have to give different types of presentation in front of your office colleagues, in front of the internal employees, also in front of the customers sometimes. So for giving those presentation, imagine a scenario whenever you can speak fluent English, which is error free. You can make sentences, you can construct English sentences, articulate them better. So what kind of impression you will have on others, on your audience, if you can speak correct English, if you can speak with confidence. Okay, so that's how we need to understand the importance of English at workplace. Imagine two scenarios when you are speaking in Hindi or any other regional language, and similar aspect, similar presentation you are giving in English. So both will have a drastic difference between each other. Okay. So yeah, English at workplace is also an important aspect for discussion of business strategy, for internal and external discussion. Okay. English is an important aspect. What are the other benefits that we can actually reap if we have dominance over this particular language? And if we really take English and conversation in English and English communication, writing, listening, uh, reading, and speaking English, if we actually take it very seriously, so these are some of the benefits that we can derive out of it. So obviously, if we have better communication skills, you will get better job opportunities. You will also apply for it, and the chances of you getting selected in those type of opportunities will increase a lot. Then more confidence when you know that, okay, I can speak English, I can communicate properly. So it will give you a boost in confidence. You will be eligible for promotion because when you can speak English correctly, when you can present yourself well, when you can give proper presentations, you will be highlighted. As a employee, your performance will also be highlighted, your efficiency will be highlighted when you can present or express yourself well, that also in English. So you will be eligible for promotion as well. Also, when it comes to promotion, promotion also comes with a better position and salary hike. So that's how English is an important aspect, and we need to reap all the benefits by learning and creating dominance over this particular language. English also in technology, we all know that all the technological platforms that we are using these days, I think you do not need all of you are youngsters, and you do not need any special explanation about how exactly different platforms that we are using today. Today is a world of artificial intelligence, and in this today's fast moving technology, fast changing, fast moving ahead technology, we English can be an important aspect to understand all this. English in also in entertainment. So you must have seen so many different types of shows, series, and entertainment content which is created, not just in India, even outside India. Okay, we are also fond of them, we also watch a lot of them. So seen you must have watched different types of series, and that is published worldwide on various OTT platforms, and there are different films that are released in theaters. So English is also an important aspect if you want to entertain yourself. So relaxation, entertainment also depends upon how we can create our dominance on a language. Yes, English while we are traveling to, because as we know that English is a language which is spoken by 1.5 billion people across the world. So if you are going abroad, if you are moving anywhere in European nations, in different parts of uh, other continents as well, so English is something which is a common, which is considered as a common way of communicating with each other. And it also eradicates the barriers, the language barriers in even in India. Somewhere, if you do not know or understand the regional language, that time also we can use English as a medium of communication. So whenever we travel, English is another benefit for us, where as we can communicate with people who are strangers to us. So there are some tips that we can understand, that we can use while we are learning English, and how we can improve our English communication skill. Okay, so these are the four, I would say these are basic but very effective means of learning. Whenever we talk about spoken skills, yes, These are some of the basic, but yeah, effective ways of learning. First is speaking practice. There is a lot of misconception around it that if I learn grammar, if I learn sentence construction, if I go to spoken English classes, I will be able to learn English and attain mastery over it. No, I would say that unless and until you practice it every day on regular basis, it will not be easy for you to communicate. So that's why there should be spoken practice, spoken English practice on regular basis with anyone that you can do. You can do it with your family members, you can do it with your friends, with your neighbors, with your college friends, anybody. You can do English practice with anyone, but spoken English practice is important. Use any language app. There are multiple apps and a lot of them are also free. Okay, you can use those free English learning apps and try to practice as much as possible. Try to learn different conversation skills, try to learn different regularly use sentences, words, and many other things that you can use from these particular free apps as well. Okay, and you can listen to the podcast. Different podcasts are also there. So this is something which we need to understand. Then watch English films wherever possible. The content that you see, different series we have, interesting series we have, great content, great language skills. Okay, even I personally used to watch different types of text, different types of content, just to learn a few new idioms, new phrases, and new vocabulary to add in my bucket list. Okay, then reading English books. If you are a avid reader, if you're fond of reading, also you can try to use this particular aspect. Okay, so these four important ways, tips that we would like to share with all of you to improve on learning English. Now let's see the overview. What exactly makes a person expert of any language? Okay, so first, as we already know, primary skill that we need to develop, we learn any language through listening. So in listening, I would give the number one position here. Okay, listening to something and then trying to learn out of it, let it register in your mind and then you learn. So that's is listening. Listening skill is an important aspect. Second will be speaking. Spoken practice is important. No matter how much you learn, no matter if you learn grammars, you learn sentence construction, anything. But if you do not do spoken practice, then it will not be easy for you. So speak and try to do spoken English practice as much as you can. Third important aspect is reading. So while you read, you pave your way towards learning spellings, towards learning punctuation, towards your writing skills. Okay, so that's why read as much as you can. Okay, wherever possible. You can read a Google article, you can read posts, comments that are given in the various social media platforms. You can do that. Okay, and whatever you learn from listening, speaking, and reading, you can use that knowledge in writing that particular uh, language, correct? So these are the four LSRW, which is listening, speaking, reading, and writing that we need to attain mastery on. So these are some of the tips that you can definitely use. You can go to any podcast. There are different types of podcasts that are any topic that excites you, any topic of your choice. It can be fitness, it can be sports, it can be uh, anything. It can be politics, it can be games, sports. Listen the sports commentary in English. So there are many different ways in which you can listen and you can learn. So what I suggest mostly to my students, that what they can actually do is just find out two, three very prominent English speakers in English, and they have their English content on YouTube. Okay, go ahead, watch their videos on regular basis. Just one video is sufficient. Do not overdo anything. Okay, just do it in such a minimum scale that it is not a task for all of. Okay, so do it as a part of your daily routine, so that it will not be any type of tedious thing for you. Okay, so yes, just listen to the videos, watch video content on YouTube. Thanks to internet, thanks to smartphones, we have access of it. Great. So use it as much as you can. Listen to different podcasts on any topic of your choice. Then listen to the stories. There are various different apps. They narrate a very interesting types, different types of stories. You can listen to those stories and learn English through it. Okay. Then there are various audio books. Whatever book you want to read these days. I know it is a very Gen Z concept to use audiobooks and not read the book, but instead uh, just listen the audio or audio summary of that particular book, right? Very Gen Z concept. But yeah, I would lot, I would say that, okay, if anything which makes you learn something new is a good aspect and good way of learning thing. Then there are language app which are audio focused. There are videos as well. There are some personalized coaches, personalized trainers also. These language, then chat support. These particular language apps will provide you. So yes, if possible for you, you can also use that. So improving speaking skills. Okay. So to improve your spoken skills, what we exactly we can do is we can, if we can join a club, or else if you do not find any club around you, maybe you can make a group of 3 to 4 friends. Okay, and you can start a own club. You can take an initiative. Okay, and you can use that particular thing as an initiative you have taken in your interview. So you can also tell them that you have taken an initiative in forming a small club where where everybody used to, the members of the club used to do English practice, and you started that club. That's what you can tell them as as an achievement. Okay. So if you do not have any club to join, you can create your own club. Okay. With your friends, with your peers, with your family members, neighbors, anyone. Then uh, do conversation practice regularly. At least 10 to 15 minutes of conversation practice is important, which we need to go through. Then take part in language exchange. Okay. So what exactly we call this particular thing in English? If you are having a thought, what exactly, how will you express that particular thought in English? So ask yourself continuously and keep doing language exchange so that you will learn it in a better way. Then mastering reading and writing skills. So writing practice we can do by daily journalizing your activities, what exactly you did throughout the day, right from the time you got up from the bed and till the right morning to night, till the time you again go back to bed. So what exactly you have done throughout the day. This is how, this is called journalizing. Something that you like, something that you didn't like, or any other thing, okay, which you find that interesting happened in the day. So you can write it as a part of your daily journalizing and improve your writing skills. Reading various materials that, okay, you can use, read different articles, you can use Kindle, you can use audiobooks, you can use different books. Okay, any articles from Google, anywhere. So reading something, at least one page on regular basis. So see, in learning this language, one important aspect that I would like to share with you is consistency and discipline. You stay consistent, do it as minimum as you can. Okay, if I'm saying that you have to write, you do not have to write 10 pages on regular basis. Okay, only one page or half a page is also fine. 5 to 6 line, 10 lines every day is a good writing practice, no problem at all. If I'm saying that you need to read something, so reading, for reading aspect, also we need to read just one page on regular basis. Find a book which you wanted to read all the time. Okay, just you can download that book, the copy, e-copy of that book as well, and just start reading one page at a time on regular basis. That is something minimum you can do, which will help you to stay consistent, and it will create a discipline after you start doing this on a regular basis. Okay. Now, when it comes to spoken English, there is a lot of misconception around which I want to break today. The myths, the misconception, the misunderstandings that loiter around spoken skills, okay, and English learning, which is like you need to learn all the topics of grammar. No, I would absolutely say this is completely a myth. Okay, you do not have to learn all the topics. There are no more than 100 topics in grammar. And if you tell somebody who doesn't know how to speak that you will have to learn 100 topics in English, then obviously that person is going to be discouraged. And with the, I would say, when he doesn't want to learn that particular type of long chapters and topics in grammar, you can focus on minimum these topics which will make you a good speaker. Okay, so yes, first I would suggest parts of speech, because our sentences is a part of this parts of speech. That's why having clear understanding and better knowledge of parts of speech is important. Subject verb agreement rules, there are total around 15 to 20 rules of subject verb agreement. Okay, so you have, if you know all the rules, it will be very easy for you to frame sentences. Okay, that is subject verb agreement. Tenses, why we need to learn tenses? Because whenever we speak, not just English, any other language, okay, we have to, we speak in the sense of time. And that's why it is important for us to learn tenses. Then what about sentence construction? Okay, there are different types in which we can construct sentences, sentence construction. And last but not the least is vocabulary. Having multiple words for expressing your thoughts, emotions, and ideas is an important aspect. Many of them, they fumble, they cannot speak, or sometimes they just go blank. Why? Because they do not have enough words to speak. So try to learn at least 2 to 3 new words on daily basis. Okay. With that, there is a time for another poll that I would like to launch for all of you. Okay. So how confident do you feel about your current level of English? Okay. Very confident, somewhat confident, you feel neutral about it, or what exactly is your stage right now? Yes, I would want more participation quickly. Okay, very well. Okay, so here I would quickly like to show results. 8% of students are saying they are very confident. That's a great thing. 58% students are saying that they are somewhat confident, not very confident, but somewhat they are confident. Okay. Some of them are neutral, 17%, and 17% students are not confident. So for those who are very confident, today the topics and few things, few tricks that I have shared with all of you are going to be helpful for them to stay or to maintain that confidence. For those who are somewhat confident, today whatever we have discussed will make you more confident and more comfortable with this particular language. Then those who are neutral or not confident, for them today's discussion will help them. So I would quickly want all of you to take a screenshot of these topics, because if you can attain mastery and if you understand these topics well, then I can say that you can communicate well. You can speak fluently, you can make sentences, you can talk to anybody. Okay. So these are the topics, like number one, parts of speech, number two, subject verb agreement, number three, tenses, number four, sentence construction, and number five will be vocabulary building. Quickly take a screenshot and post done in the chat box. Once you are done taking screenshot, please post done in the chat box. Then we'll move ahead. Okay, very well, very good. And as and when you finish this particular webinar, I would say, I want all of you to get these topics clear in your mind completely to attain that level of perfection in spoken English. Okay. Okay, everyone. So now quickly, let's move on to the next part. Okay. Uh, One last question. Very good. Very good. I can see everybody has confirmed. Great. Uh, One last question that I would like to ask all of you is, just a second. Yeah. So you have to tell us what exactly motivates you to improve your communication skills. Okay. So what you exactly want to achieve by improving your English communication skills. And I want maximum participation. Come on, everyone, please take part in the poll. Okay, so I would quickly like to share results. Yes. So 17%, 71% of people are saying that they want to improve their English communication skills because they want better career opportunities. I think they are convinced by the fact which I said today, that if you have better communication skills, you will get better opportunities to go do better jobs. You will also get you will be eligible for promotion. When you will be eligible for promotion, you will get salary hikes. So yes, for feeling confident in any job opportunity, having your mastery on this English language is an important aspect. Then there are some personal goals. Yes, obviously, because when you know English, when you can speak fluently, it will have a very good impact on your personality. It will obviously boom your confidence. It will always make you feel a bit better about yourself. Okay. And it will also make you stand out from, or also actually you can create an impression when you are in a crowd, when you are in social gathering, in whenever you are in a professional situation, whenever you are in a personal situation. Okay, having mastery on English will definitely help you. Correct. So 14% of people are saying they have educational requirements. Yes, as we have already discussed in session today, that we need to learn many things, many subjects, many concepts. And today, in the world of artificial intelligence, we are also using various different types of platforms. Okay. And these platforms are also having their dashboard or their interface mostly in English. Okay. So even if you take out your smartphone and start using it, we can understand that all the functions that are mentioned are in English. Okay. So that's why it is a important aspect, a mandatory choice for all of us to attain mastery on English communication skills. Again, we have discussed about LSRW. In LSRW as well, listening, that comes first, that comes listening, because with listening, we actually learn and creates the imprints of any new learning in our mind. So listening will also have better observation. Okay. Speaking, as I know, as we discussed, that you can create a own club and take it as an achievement that you have taken initiative in creating a language spoken club. So take some inspiration out of it and try to create a small club of your 4 to 5 friends where you will do only English practice. Even if you are chit chatting, even if you are doing some gossip, that do try to do that in English. Try to suggest good books to each other, try to suggest good thoughts to each other, try to have conversation on various topics that are going on currently. Okay, so anything that you can do, so you will be able to do better English practice with the help of that. Then reading, read as much as you can, as I told you, to make it as a consistent habit, as we do on regular basis, various things we do on regular basis. To make it a consistent habit, try to do it on smaller scale. Just read one page on regular basis, one article on regular basis on any topic, okay, which excites you, which is interesting for you. So this is how you will be able to develop habit of reading. And yes, whatever you learn and understand through listening, speaking, and reading, you can utilize that knowledge and start writing something. So this is an importance of LSRW that we have discussed today. Quickly, there is one last question for today's webinar that I would like to ask each one of you, and I want maximum participation. Yes. Uh, how you would like to learn this English? Okay, which technique you might find useful when it comes to learning English communication skills? Okay. Yes, I want everybody to quickly participate. Okay, very good. Okay, so let me end the poll and share the results with you. So these are some of the ways and tricks as well that are mentioned in this question. Okay, so which of the techniques that you can use to attain mastery on English communication skills? So yes, watching videos, watching content in English is an important aspect, because when you watch a particular series, movie, in which you know that what exactly is the situation in that particular situation, what exactly is happening, and what are the type of words they are using in that particular situation. You will have, you can watch it, you can listen to it, and you can also understand the emotion, see, and also understand the feeling behind those different words. Correct, everyone? So yes, watching content in English is an important aspect. Speaking with your friends, yes, because we spend a lot of time with our friends in a day, and whatever we speak on diverse different types of topic, variety of topics we speak on. So if we can actually start speaking, or try to even at least try to speak in English with them, we will be creating a great knowledge about various topics in English. Okay. Reading text. So I think the students are not really fond of reading, no problem. But some of them, they are like all of the above, and then reading can also be a part of your practice. Okay, so yes, thank you so much for everyone for taking part in all this poll question today. I hope you have taken screenshot of this, and with this I would quickly like to introduce to you with our benefits of TimesPro. So as we have seen, uh, we are dedicated to make our learners more employable, free access to scrap jobs, then upskilling courses as per the requirements, one-stop solution for all your learning and placement related solutions, affordability. We also have interactive learning, in which I think you have also seen the interactive sort of learning in our webinars, and guidance in defining various career paths. These are our some of the benefits. What are the different products that we are going to offer very soon to all our learners? Will be skill assessment, career counseling, free courses, resume builders, then interview preparation sessions, upskilling courses with placement assurance, and also a dedicated job portal where you can find job vacancies and apply. What are the products that we what are the benefits, product benefits that we can derive from us with the help of TimesPro? That is skill assessment, career counseling, job portal, resume builder, interview preparation, free courses, and also upskilling courses with placement assurance we will provide to all of you here with TimesPro. Okay, so now the session is open for Q&A. If you have any questions, please ask. You can ask me questions about today's topic. Any other question that you have in your mind, which you are curious to know, you can ask. And yes, I would also like to know if today's webinar about English communication and also overall communication that we have conducted, if you think it was helpful, you can quickly write helpful in the chat box. Thank you, Sunita. Yes, such we are coming up with different webinars on different topics. You will shoot soon get the notification. Thank you so much, Muskan. Thanks, Nagendra. If you have any questions, this session is we are kind of concluding the session, winding up session in next 2-3 minutes. But yeah, the sessions on the such type of beneficial topics are going to be there. Okay, every week, every Sunday, there are webinars in which you are going to learn something new. Yes, there will be webinars in future. Yes, definitely, Harsh. Every Sunday, we are coming up with a webinar which is having a new topic. Okay, so yeah. Yes, Nagendra, you will get all the information out of it. Okay, everyone. So with this, we come to the end part of this particular webinar for today. Thank you so much for your participation. And once again, I would like to congratulate all of you because you have taken your valuable time on Sunday morning. You could have done something different, but yes, you chose to be in the webinar and give us that valuable time. Thank you so much, everybody. And whatever things that we have discussed about English communication, okay, if you follow those tips and tricks, that is going to be, yes, every Sunday, Harsh. These tips and tricks are going to be very helpful for all of you. Okay, so please practice, try to keep learning, and yeah, keep learning and keep growing. So if you want to keep the graph of your growth consistent, you have to keep learning every day, every now and then. Okay, everyone. So thank you so much and have a great day ahead. Enjoy your Sunday.